Okay, I want somebody to give me in your own words, without looking at the definition I gave you the other day by John Kabat-Zinn, how would you define, as far as we know to this point, and not in a textbook definition, but your own definition, mindfulness? What does it mean? What is mindfulness? Being present, in other words, having our conscious awareness focusing on what is present right now. Who do you think, of all the people, all the groups of people in the world, who do you think's our best model of a mindful person? He certainly was the one who kind of, his writings were very, very mindful, for sure. There's a group of people that are this way naturally, not all, but most of the time. Don't think quite so hard. It's an answer, it's easier than which. You all were one once. Kids, right? Do you ever see a kid go, oh, I'm going to have to jump on the trampoline in an hour. Oh, and then I'm going to have to eat some food. Then I'll be playing with some friends, but I know they're just going to be mean to me. You know, I'm talking about little kids, not 8, 10, 12, 14-year-olds. I'm talking about 5-year-olds. This is why I think it's not a long jump for us to get to being mindful, because we've all been there on a constant basis at some point in our lives. This is a quote from Gerald Jampolsky, who wrote Love is Letting Go of Fear. He said, and just get the essence of this, because it captures it really nicely. He said, I've often thought that we have much to learn from infants. They have not yet adapted to the concept of linear time with a past, present, and future. They relate only to the immediate present, to right now. As we become older, we tend to accept the adult values which emphasize projecting past learning into the present and anticipated future. It is difficult for most of us to have even the slightest question about the validity of our past, present, future concepts. We believe, tune into this, watch this, and see if this is accurate. We believe the past will continue to repeat itself into the present and future without the possibility of change. Consequently, let me ask you guys, if that's the case, if the past is going to inevitably turn into the future, what's the predominant emotion that's going to be in our present if the future is going to be quite like the past for most people? There's one. Yeah, I can think fear. I mean, if you watch TV enough, if the future is going to be like the past, and you watch TV, especially, I mean, this week, holy cow, it's like this insane thing that's going on with the Senate and the Supreme Court. My gosh. And I'm not going to go into that too much, but the whole thing is, man, all these bad decisions. If this guy gets on the Supreme Court, then he'll make all kinds of bad decisions down the road that will affect us for the next 50 years. And we're freaking out. And that's what we're exposed to day after day after day. I find that when I turn the TV off and turn the radio off and I go outside, it's a nice day. And I find that that's the case, that's been the case. I'm in my late 50s. It keeps being that way, that when I go outside, it's a nice day. But if we listen to other people and they tell us, well, here's how you should feel. You should feel afraid that this is going to happen. And they've been saying that to me for as long as, 35 years of somebody telling me, bad things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen. And sometimes things get a little tricky. But I keep going outside going, man, it's a nice day.